Would you like to know how to make this text? Actually, it's very simple. I will show you how to do it with After Effects. We could do it with Premiere too, but will be a lot of work because you need to do the tracking manually. So that's the reason because I'm using After Effects. We can do the tracking automatically using this software. No more talking, I'll let you with the video. First of all, we need to open Adobe After Effects. We choose the video that we want to work with. It's a drone shot, orbital shot. We right click over the clip and then New Composition from Selection. This will create the timeline, as you can see here. This is the shot. Now we want to add the test, and the test will be behind that mountain. So for that, we need to open the tracker. If you don't see tracker here, you need to go to Window and enable tracker. Then we need to choose track camera. And once you select this, the tool will start analyzing the video. I want you to go to Advanced and click Detail Analysis, so you will get more reference points and will be more precise. You can see here the progress of the analysis. When it's finished, you will see the reference points, the tracking points. So if they are too small, what you can do is click on the clip, and as you can see here are too small. We need to make it bigger, so you go to track point size and increase the size of the points. Now it's easier to get a clear visual of them. You need to choose the plane where you want to work. It's very important. This is the most important part of the process. So the text will be in the same plane that you choose here. So spend some time looking for the perfect position for the text. When you click over the point, you see the 3 points that are making the plane. You right click and create text and camera, and that will create the text. As you see, it's in the same plane as we choose over the video. So we make it zoom out to see if the text is too big, we wouldn't see it. In this case, it's way too small. So first of all, we need to choose the text tool, select the text, and I will make it bigger so we can see the text clearly. I'm typing my own text. In this case, I'm typing summer, and those little arrows are the planes, the different places that you can move the text, X, Y, and Z. With a selection tool, you can move it around. So you can open the text layer and transform. You have the option to do this manually, but I recommend to do it with the arrows. The rotation, however, you can change it from there. So, for example, the X rotation, if you modify it, you will see how it's rotating in the X. The same for the Y, and the same for the Z. So you play around until you are happy with your text. And I will move it around just here before the mountain. As you can see now, it's in front of the mountain. We need the text behind that mountain. So in order to do that, well, first of all, I will change a little bit the text. You can put the font that you want, size. You can be as creative as you want. I will choose this color, it goes well with summer. And now I want to move the timeline until the text is just about to go behind the mountain. In order to do that, I will duplicate my video. I will put it on the top of the layers, so we'll cover everything. Now we won't see the text. And I want to make it a little bit shorter. So you can see I'm looking for the point just before to go behind the mountain. I will short the clip to that point, double click the clip, and now we have to use this tool, the Roto Brush tool. With this tool we can select, like in Photoshop, as you can see with the green arrow is selecting the rock. If you want to deselect something, you just press and hold Alt and will go red, and you can remove the selection that is not part of the mask that we want to create. Now you need to click on Freeze once you have it, and this process will analyze the whole clip and will create the mask tracking the mountain during the whole clip. You don't need to let the process finish, you can stop whenever you want. I will do it now, so we have a shorter clip. Then you need to close the composition and you will see that the text now is going behind the mountain. Obviously, you want to do this more precisely, you will have to go back to the clip and with the zoom in, try to be as precise as you can with the Roto Brush tool. You can go through the timeline, different frames, and adjust the mask, the mountain. In this case, for the sake of tutorial, I won't spend more time here, you know how to do it. What I will advise that you can play around with the title. For example, I give you an example. I will duplicate the text layer. So we have two text layers, and what I want to do with the second one is go to Transform and move the position a little bit. Behind, for example, the text or the other way around. This is just creativity. You can do whatever you want. I will change the color for the second test. As you can see, it's producing this double color that seems nice to me. As I said, you can play around here with the test and be as creative as you want. Now, when you are happy with the result, you need to export this clip. In order to do that, you go to Export, File Export, Add to Render Queue. This will open the render queue. You have few options here, the best settings. You can change whatever you want. In this case, I will leave it as the original clip. The same for the output module. You can change the settings here, color management, and then in the output 2, you will choose the name and the location for the new file. It will be a .mov file. In this case, QuickTime file. You will need to press on render, and the process will start and finish creating your file. I hope you liked the video. If so, please subscribe, click like, and hit the bell so you will get notification for my next tutorial. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.